Welcome. Thank you so much for dropping by. I'm feeling really happy in this moment because I was just reflecting on what is it that, when we think about plants, what is it that a plant needs to thrive, to do well? Oxygen, sunlight, water. Love helps a lot too. And then the question is, as I was thinking about plants or a tree, what is it that a human being needs to thrive? Well, obviously, we got the very basics of food and water, and love, very, very important, nurturing, nourishment. And is there and I was aware of all that, sort of the basics. And then I went on a spiritual or a kind of a self help journey and I learned about all these other things of like, well, actually, really good nutrition and good sleep and exercise. Those are really helpful. And I learned a lot of things on a lot of different subjects about what is it that leads a human being to thrive. And after being on a very long journey, what I discovered, not so much discovered, but learned and just found out in my own experience that it was true, that one of the primary things a human being needs to thrive is vital life energy. It's been called different things in different cultures. Prana, chi, elan vital, um, orgone, the life force that um, is actually fundamental to our existence. And so I'd heard about this for many years, and then I was taught a very simple method of taking this energy in. And so that's what I'm going to be sharing today. And you may be wondering, what does that guy have to do with anything? Well, I'm pretty convinced that he taught this too, and you can find a few references to it in the Bible. But I think mostly that kind of got a little bit left out. So I'm very grateful to share this missing piece of Christ's teaching and whether or not you have any interest in Christ or not. And I didn't when I first found this teaching. Well, I had sort of curiosity, but um, what I'm about to share is really just a fundamental aspect of life itself. We can't even draw in air without enough life energy in our body. So enough talking, let's take in some of this vital life energy. It's very easy to do. Please sit with your legs uncrossed, feet flat on the floor, hands on your legs, palms facing upwards, back in an upright position, not leaning against the back of your chair if possible. If you need to, that's okay. And then closing your eyes. And now handing over any worries, fears. And by handing over, I mean just pass it along to your understanding of a higher power. If you don't have one, you can just think of giving it over to life or to the universe. Or to a spiritual helper. When I was taught this practice, I didn't really have an idea of a higher power, but someone mentioned someone named Bruno Gröning, a spiritual helper who was able to help people even though he was no longer in his body. So I tried that out and it worked great. So I highly recommend Bruno Gröning as a helper to pass along your problems to, a spiritual friend. And also over the years now I've come to respect Christ as a profound helper. But if none of that resonates, then just hand it over to life or the universe. And also handing over any illnesses. Really separating yourself from the idea that you have any kind of illness. And then ask to receive this healing life energy. Just focus your entire attention on your healing, your recovery, your health, your wellness. Ask to receive this energy and observe your body. noticing what you feel. Trusting that every sensation now is a step towards your healing. Really taking in this energy, engaging your will. Just keep coming back to observing your body. Trusting that every sensation is this divine life energy at work in your body. noticing what you're feeling, having the intention to take this energy in. Being very clear that every sensation felt now, if we've handed over the illness, is this divine energy healing, reorganizing our body into divine order. And now, let's, if you're willing, please ask for the earth, for Mother Earth, continuing to tune in through observing your body. really taking in this energy. Observing the body, engaging our will to receive this vital life energy. I'd like to thank everyone for joining in. I don't know what it was like for other people. That was very strong for me today. So I'm very grateful to have that experience, and I'm very grateful to each one of you for helping to create this field together, this array, this array of souls receiving. You know, I started off talking about a tree needing water and sunlight and oxygen. And nature is so good at just absorbing, drinking in, taking what, receiving what it needs. But the other beautiful thing about nature is that it then sends it. It just kind of showers. You go for a walk or just look at a plant for a few minutes, and it just receives and gives. That's what I believe the essence of life to be, to receive this divine life energy, this love, this form of love, and then to pass it along to others. Sounds like a fun game to me. All right, dear ones, thank you so much for joining in. And thanks for saying hi, forever loving everything. I wish you all a day of divine connection. Take care. Much love.